Welcome back, my friends. Let me ask you something personal. Have you ever climbed a flight of stairs and suddenly felt winded, like you just hiked up a mountain? Or laughed a little too hard and needed to sit down, just to catch your breath? If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. And no, it's not just age. Today, we're diving into a part of the body that quietly supports your entire life, but rarely gets the attention it deserves: your lungs. Especially after 60, when everything starts whispering instead of shouting. We talk a lot about heart health, memory, joint pain. But what about the breath that carries it all? Most people don't think about lung health until it's already slipping away. You don't notice it in a single breath. You notice it when you're out of breath, doing things that used to be easy. And by then, it often feels too late. But here's the good news: it's not. Today, I want to change the way you think about your lungs. Not through fear, but through respect. Because these quiet organs are the very reason you're here, listening, breathing, living. And to help us explore this topic, we're drawing wisdom from an extraordinary figure. Dr. Shigeaki Hinohara, Japan's oldest practicing doctor, who lived beyond 100. Still walking, still working, still breathing deeply every morning. He once said, "Your lungs are like your legs or your memory, use them or lose them." So in this episode, we're going to uncover why lung strength matters more than ever after 60. We'll look at the little signals we tend to ignore and the simple habits that can make a massive difference. Because breath isn't just air, it's energy. And when you reclaim your breath, you reclaim your power. So take a deep one with me right now. And let's begin. Let me paint you a picture. You're in your 60s or 70s, living a fairly normal life. You're still independent, maybe even active, but lately, you've noticed something small. Walking up the stairs takes more out of you. Tying your shoes feels like a chore. You laugh too hard, and suddenly, you need a moment to catch your breath. It's subtle, so subtle that most people brush it off as just getting older. But what if it's more than that? After the age of 60, something begins to happen, quietly. Your lungs start to lose elasticity. The muscles in your chest begin to weaken. Your diaphragm, that powerful sheet of muscle responsible for deep breathing, gets stiff. And the airways that used to feel wide open? They narrow, just slightly. Not enough to sound an alarm, but enough to slowly steal your energy. One breath at a time. And here's the tricky part. This decline doesn't come with a warning sign. It doesn't scream, it whispers. So people blame other things: bad sleep, low energy, maybe diet. But the real culprit might be hiding in plain sight: the breath you're no longer taking fully. This isn't just about aging. It's about disuse, about silent inflammation, and the way we unconsciously shift into shallow breathing until it becomes our normal. But here's the good news. Your lungs don't need a miracle. They need rhythm. They need gentle movement. They need warmth. And most of all, they need your attention, especially in the morning, when the body is waking up and listening. Just like stretching your legs before a walk, your lungs also deserve a morning ritual. Because the more you use them, deliberately, mindfully, the more they give back: energy, clarity, resilience. So if you've ever wondered why you feel tired even without doing much, maybe the answer isn't in your schedule. Maybe it's in your breathing. And we're going to change that, starting today. Let me ask you this. Have you ever felt exhausted for no clear reason? Like your body is fading, not because of illness, but because you're just running low? I've met so many people who tell me, "I'm just tired all the time." But their tests come back normal. No heart issue, no lung disease, nothing that shows up on paper. And yet, they feel drained, foggy, like their spark is gone. What if the reason is something no one talks about enough? Oxygen, or more precisely, how we breathe. You see, oxygen isn't just air, it's fuel for your brain, your heart, your muscles, even your mood. Every cell in your body relies on it to function. But when your breathing becomes shallow, especially over time, your cells don't get what they need. Your energy dips, your focus fades, your body starts dimming from the inside out. And the scariest part? Most people don't even realize it's happening. They don't connect their shortness of breath to their mental fog, or their tension headaches to their chest tightness. But it's all related. Now here's where it gets powerful. When you breathe deeply, Slowly and deliberately, especially in the morning, you're sending a signal to your body. We are safe. We are in control. That one signal does so much. It lowers cortisol, your stress hormone. It boosts blood circulation, delivering more nutrients to your cells. It activates your parasympathetic nervous system, the part that tells your body to rest, digest, and heal. Think about that. Just one mindful breath can shift your body from survive mode into restore mode. So next time you feel anxious, scattered, or worn out, pause. Don't grab coffee. Don't check your phone. Just breathe, fully, deeply. Because sometimes the answer isn't more effort. It's more oxygen. And the simplest way to recharge is already inside you. Let's talk about mornings. Most people wake up and go straight into autopilot. Check the phone, gulp down coffee, rush into the day. But what if I told you that the most powerful thing you could do in those first 5 minutes doesn't involve caffeine or even getting out of bed? It's your breath. Let me walk you through a simple 5-minute ritual that's helped so many of my older clients restore their energy, clarity, and calm without a single pill. It starts before your feet hit the floor. Step 1. Sit up slowly, not in a rush. Let your body adjust. Place one hand on your belly and the other on your chest. Now breathe in gently through your nose for 5 seconds. Feel your belly rise, not your chest. That's how you know your diaphragm, the powerhouse of breath, is engaged. Hold that breath for 2 seconds. Now exhale slowly through your mouth for 7 seconds. Feel your belly soften. Release. Let go. That's one breath. Do this 5 times. It might sound too simple to matter, but this is where everything changes. This type of diaphragmatic breathing signals your lungs to expand fully, something many of us stop doing after 60. It retrains your body to breathe the way it was designed to. Not the shallow, tight breathing that stress and aging push us into. I've had people tell me, I didn't realize I wasn't really breathing until I did this. You may even notice a sense of warmth, lightness, or stillness by the 5th breath. That's your nervous system shifting from tension to calm. Your lungs waking up, your body saying, thank you. You don't need to be an expert to do this. You just need 5 minutes. 5 mindful breaths, first thing in the morning. Because when you begin the day with breath, you begin it with control, with clarity, and with quiet strength. And trust me, that changes everything. Now that we've awakened the lungs with deep belly breaths, it's time to add a layer that most people forget, movement. But not the kind that breaks a sweat. I'm talking about soft, intentional movement, the kind that connects your breath to your body, and your body to the world around you. Here's how to begin. Step 2. Stand by a window. Let some fresh air in. Just a crack is enough. Feel the light on your skin. Hear the sounds of the morning. That connection matters more than you think. Now, as you breathe in, raise both arms gently overhead. Don't force it, just reach naturally, like you're welcoming the day. As you breathe out, let your arms fall slowly by your sides. Repeat this motion 5 times, matching each breath to your movement. It sounds simple, but this combination does something remarkable. You're not just stretching your arms. You're opening your ribcage, activating your intercostal muscles, those tiny muscles between your ribs that make deeper breathing possible. Muscles that go unused when we're stuck at desks, hunched over phones, or simply breathing too shallow. And here's the thing. Your lungs are not just balloons. They're nestled inside a cage of bones and muscles that either help them expand or restrict them. When you stretch with breath, you create space, literal space, for oxygen to flow. And in that space, something beautiful happens. Your mind slows down, your chest softens. That tightness you didn't know you were carrying? It begins to fade. I like to think of this as a conversation with your body. With each inhale, you're saying, wake up. With each exhale, let go. You don't need a gym. You don't need a plan. You just need presence. 5 slow breaths, 5 slow stretches. In less than 2 minutes, you've brought your lungs and your life more fully online. And that, my friend, is how you start moving from the inside out. You've breathed, you've stretched. Now, it's time for the final step in this gentle morning ritual. One last movement that unlocks your breath in a way most people overlook. It's the side stretch. And don't underestimate its power. Here's what you do. Raise your arms slowly above your head, like you're reaching for something just out of view. Then gently lean to your left. Pause for a breath, and then slowly to your right. Do this a few times. Always breathing with the motion. No rush, just presence. Now, here's the part that surprises a lot of people. You might feel a little tightness. Maybe even hear a soft crackle or stretch in your chest or ribs. That's okay. That's not your body breaking. That's your lungs waking up. Think about it. When we sleep, we're still. Our lungs don't move much. And over time, especially after 60, areas deep within the lungs can become underused. This stretch opens those spaces back up. It nudges the ribs apart. It clears out stagnation and invites oxygen to places it hasn't fully reached in a while. It's like opening a window in a room that's been closed all night. You let in light, you let in air, and your whole system responds. You may notice an immediate shift. Your posture lifts. Your chest feels lighter. Your breath flows deeper. That's not just physical. That's emotional, too. Because when your lungs expand, so does your sense of clarity, calm, and control. And the best part? This entire practice, from the first breath to the final stretch, takes less than 5 minutes. But the impact? It ripples into your entire day. More energy, better focus, even a brighter mood. You don't need perfection. You don't need a big routine. You just need a moment of intention, a few mindful breaths, and the courage to say, "This morning, I begin with breath." That's how you reclaim your strength, gently, quietly, completely. Now that your lungs are open, your breath is steady, and your body is calm, there's one final step to seal in all that goodness. What you eat, or more precisely, how you nourish your lungs. You see, after you've given your body 5 minutes of deep, healing breath, the next thing it craves isn't more movement or stimulation. It craves warmth, something gentle, something grounding. So instead of reaching for a cold smoothie or iced coffee, try this. Warm water with lemon. Simple, right? But powerful. It helps loosen mucus in the lungs, gently activates digestion, and sets a warm tone for your system without the shock of cold fluids. Then, if you like something with more flavor, make yourself a cup of ginger or turmeric tea. These herbs are like nature's anti-inflammatories. They soothe the airways, improve circulation, and help your breath flow even more freely. Now for breakfast, keep it light, warm, and supportive. One of my favorite options? A bowl of warm oats, sprinkled with cinnamon and a handful of pumpkin seeds. Why? Because oats are grounding, cinnamon helps regulate blood sugar, and pumpkin seeds are packed with zinc and magnesium, both great for respiratory health. And perhaps more importantly, it's a meal that won't weigh you down. Remember, after 60, food isn't just fuel, it's instruction. Every bite tells your body something. Get ready, slow down, open up, heal. So ask yourself, what message is your breakfast sending? If you want to support your lungs, then let the first meal of your day echo the same calm, nourishing energy you created with your breath. Warmth, lightness, intention. That's real medicine. Not from a bottle, but from your kitchen. From the choices you make in the quiet hours of the morning. And when you combine breath with movement, and movement with mindful nourishment, you're not just preparing for the day. You're preparing to thrive. Before we wrap up today, I want to leave you with something simple, but deeply powerful. Your breath is not just a function. It's a message. And every morning, that message is your choice. You don't need to be a yogi. You don't need perfect health. You just need awareness. A willingness to remember what so many of us forget in the rush of life. That breath is life. You see, after 60, vitality doesn't disappear overnight. It fades quietly, not from illness, but from disconnection, from the habit of ignoring what once came naturally. And the lungs? They don't ask for much. They don't demand intensity or force. What they need is simple. To be remembered, to be used, to be honored, gently, rhythmically, and with consistency. When you begin your day with deep, mindful breathing, you're not just improving your lung capacity. You're reconnecting with the very thing that keeps you here. You're telling your body, I'm still here, I'm still strong, and I'm choosing to begin. And that single choice? It changes everything. It affects how you think, how you move, how you feel. 1 deep breath can lower your stress. 5 deep breaths can restore your energy. And a daily habit of breathing deeply, just 5 minutes each morning, can bring back the clarity, balance, and strength you thought you had lost. It's not flashy, it's not complicated, but it is powerful. So as we close, I'll echo the words of Japan's oldest doctor, who lived past 100 and still woke up each morning with purpose. If you want to feel alive after 60, start each day by honoring the breath that keeps you here. Take that breath now, hold it, feel it, and know you are alive. And you are ready. Before you go, I've got a special health gift I'd love to share with you. On this channel, I share simple, effective health tips, all based on real scientific research and practical, everyday experience. And if you'd like to receive a free gift, it's super easy. Hit the subscribe button, comment below, claim my gift. I'll send it straight to you. Don't miss out, because your journey to better health starts with small choices just like this one.